observer and the candidates and the counting agents of AITC, which is absolutely false.
Absolutely false, my lord.
Is it a play? Is it a child's play? 319 ballot papers were rejected during the time of recounting. Was the BDO and the other officers tied cloth over their eyes or what? If mistakes takes place in all the occasions, then what is the sanctity of the election? Time of recounting? Who are the many? How can many be present over there? Or so urgency to recount it? Who pressurized you? No pressurization. Why did you count? The allegation.
Allegation is that counting had ended. On the night of 11th, the counting for this Panchayat Samiti seat, that was concluded. Subsequent thereafter, Jila Parishad counting started. Now, my lord, the process is once it is stopped, my lord, the ballot boxes are sealed. There is no process for recounting. On the table, my lord, when the recounting takes place, if someone raises an objection, everything was done. The candidate was satisfied. The person petitioner before your lordship, he won by 6 votes. Subsequent thereto, next morning, the BDO, the PRO of the concerned block, my lord, he started counting once again with 2 other unauthorized person. I would say the term unauthorized person because kindly have a look
What
at
is
the
the
report.
report that he has filed? Rajkumar Viswas.
Who was the person who had counted at that particular point of time? Not the APRO who was there. And if the video footages are produced, for
Last paragraph of the first page, by that time, counting of Jila Parishad seats started.
yes,
At around 7 a.m. on 12th, when counting for Jila Parishad seat was about to end, the recounting started in supervision of the undersigned in the presence of the honorable observer and the candidates and the counting agents of AITC, which is absolutely false.
absolutely false, my lord. My lord, and would kindly, if the CCTV footages are brought for this.
During counting, a total of 127 ballots were rejected. But during recounting, it was found that many of the ballots where the presiding officer's signature was missing was treated accepted during previous counting. How did this mistake take place? A total of 319 number of ballots were rejected during recounting. Is it a play? Is it a child's play? 319 ballot papers were rejected during the time of recounting. Was the BDO and the other officers tied cloth over their eyes or what? What is the BDO trying to do? Speak to her.
He says that whoever were present at that time, they might have made a mistake, and ballot papers are preserved. This is what he says.
Yes. So if mistakes takes place in all the occasions, then what is the sanctity of the election? Isn't it? 390 number. The difference between the returned candidate and the lost defeated candidate is very meager. Then the respective position of the candidates change and Rajesh Mondal got 105 more than the nearest candidate. So the allegation which has been made is pretty right.
And now, my lord, the report from the APRO, our allegation is that when the APRO was asked to recount, he said that he won't be able to because the process already ended. That is, he said he was unwell and he left. And my lord, let the PRO say.
What is the APRO's report?
My lord, at 2 a.m. at about 2 a.m. of 12/7/2023, counting of Jila Parishad seats started. It went for long. At around 6:30 a.m. of 12/7/2023, I was feeling unwell for continuous work for more than 24 hours. I intimated the same to the PRO and left the counting hall for taking rest. Now let the PRO say there were authorized persons for the counting of Maru Moshina GP. Where a single person present at that particular point of time? As per my instructions, persons from the refreshment cell and person from the cash cell, they were called for and the ballots were counted. And this is how the entire process took place.
Who were the persons present at the time of recounting? Who are the many? How can many be present over there? How can many be present? Why will the reserve persons be counted, be called for counting when the agents of the respective candidates were not present? Show me their signatures that they were present at 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the morning. Show me. Was the APRO present? He has said that he was not present. He left the counting center. What was your so urgency to recount it? Who pressurized you? No pressurization.
Mana-
Why did you count? In the absence of the agents of the candidates? Show me. Show me that the agents were there.
From the physical student or madam, as a process of the field, marking of error on the board, and two of the contesting candidates out of 5 were demanded recounting. I had to take a decision.
And you had to take a decision without intimating the others. How could you do that?
It is evident from the physical student. I requested all of them to attend but they opposed the recounting and left the house. It is evident from the physical student.
You say the margin is meager, right? And over there, 319 votes gets cancelled because the signature was not there. How is it possible?
Again, the ballots were cancelled everywhere because of election commission's order.
Very well. It is which is cancelled is cancelled. But then at the time of this was found. At the time of recounting, this was found. Why will it be so?
During counting, it was found that 127 ballots were cancelled.
That is over. Apart from that,
192 ballots were rejected for not having.
in the recounting process, what were the officers doing in the counting process? That this 192 ballot papers which were not signed by the presiding officer could not be detected? What was the reason? You do not know. Very well.
Ballot papers were filtered, well filtered, maybe rejected.
Person from the refreshment and cash cell were called to count, my lord.
Petitioner, who was initially declared as elected, became defeated.
He says that he was not declared a winner at that point of time. Only after recounting took place, he
How?
was declared a winner.
A person, excellent. My lord, when the Jila Parishad counting starts,
1 minute. 1 minute.
Submission. 1 minute. And one more submission he has to make, that a total number of 319 ballots, it should be 192. It is 319 minus 127.
192 more ballots rejected.
See, it is mentioned 319 ballots were rejected during
During recounting.
recounting.
Yes, I have pointed this out
Yes.
to him, and this is what he's.
But then his
What he is saying.
explanation does not appear to be proper.
Huh.
Or his writing is incorrect. I do not know. The English, if I can read it,
I had the
means-
same question, you're not sure.
means 300 were rejected during recounting.
192 more ballots were rejected.
It is not mentioned.
A total of 319, including 127.
Where is that including part mentioned?
my lord, the part he says,
And moreover, when the panchayat election is over, results are declared, then only you go over to the panchayat committee.
exactly.
Otherwise,
Exactly.
the counting is over. Why will you hold back?
Exactly.
Decision was taken that recounting would be done. But by that time, syllabus of counting was started.
How can that be? You are the panchayat returning officer. You have to take a definite call whether had this not been there, suppose the recounting request was not there, what would have happened? You would have waited for the panchayat samiti results to be declared and then you will declare the panchayat election. It is not so, isn't it? The moment you finish up with the panchayat, results are declared. You start up with the panchayat samiti, finish it off, you declare the result. Why? What was the reason for holding back? Assuming it was held back, what was the reason for holding back the results? No reason? Then